Well, it's been a great first week of November weather-wise here in central and eastern Kentucky. No exception on this Wednesday. In fact, the nicest day we've had. Highs upper 60s, low 70s. Still looking good tomorrow. Weather headlines, though, looking ahead to the end of the week. Windy, some storm potential in there as well. On game day, though, and night, of course, with the night game with Kentucky and Florida, should be good football weather overall. And it's a critical window between what we've got on Friday and what's coming Sunday into Monday. Now, you see the snowflake. Don't get overly excited about that. Maybe a flurry or two. Really, the bigger story, much colder air for a brief spell toward the early part of next week. That frontal boundary on the move, and it's essentially splitting the state in half. Few fair weather clouds associated with it. All the rain has been through parts of Pennsylvania and into upstate New York. Points eastward. Beautiful sky with the sun having set within the last 10 minutes. East side of Lexington, Hamburg area, Hicks and Funks and Cam. In the foreground, winds are still up top of the hour. We're still into the upper 60s, but do expect those temperatures to begin to back down. Same story, Jackson County, we're at 64. And once things update at the top of the hour, we'll probably trim a few degrees off, especially those areas here in Lexington westward, where the winds are still up, but those will diminish, and they're shifting more so to the west and northwest. That's going to allow some slightly cooler air to drift in here. You'll feel it tomorrow morning out the door. Only game in town is that area of low pressure with the rain through New England. High pressure building in from the northwest. You can see those wind streams coming out of the north, indicating slightly cooler air, which will set up shop along with high pressure into the day tomorrow. But let's take it through the next 48 hours. Again, upper 30s, mid to upper 30s in the morning. Nice afternoon. A pleasant light east wind at about 5 to 10. And then notice tomorrow evening, we're really going to back temperatures off quickly. As I mentioned in first weather, we've got 36 high school football games tomorrow, round one of the playoffs. Should be a great night for it. Quiet, not much wind. Our lows will be at midnight because look at temperatures coming up into Friday morning as clouds increase and that south wind picks up. And then the window for a few storms, and a few of those could be potentially strong, is going to be later on in the afternoon. Notice how the winds increase into early Friday morning, gusts 20 to 25 by daybreak, and then they really crank up into the afternoon, just right on the nose of that front as it moves in, eventually backing things off, although I think it will be a bit breezy into Friday night. As far as that storm threat goes, notice the yellow here. That's level 2. Again, it's really because of a mid-level wave, and the wind fields are already going to be high to begin with. And in the fall, that's typically a scenario for a little isolated spin-up potential. That's why I think the Storm Prediction Center has gone potentially a little aggressive on the storm and severe potential. But just keep that in the back of your mind. Solid rain chances, and then we'll kind of do it all again getting into the day on Sunday. But it's going to be kind of a blustery, raw day. Yeah, you see some blue on there. I think mainly a chilly rain, but a snowflake or two late Sunday into Monday can't be ruled out. And when we say cold, we mean upper 30s for highs on Monday. It does relax out, the chilly air that is, fairly quickly. We talk about hitting windows nicely. At this point, for Kentucky and Florida at Kroger Field on Saturday, we're going to be in that perfect spot, 60-ish or so into the afternoon, upper 50s. And then it will be falling probably upper 40s by the end of the game as clouds increase. It's a night game in early November out at the stadium. Dress accordingly. Should be a good night for football. Mostly clear, colder tonight, 37, tomorrow 59, pleasantly cool. In the extended forecast, again, I mentioned 36 games tomorrow, high school football. 54 on Friday. Obviously, you look at Thursday and Friday, and the potential impact much greater with those games based on the timing of that front. Good for Kentucky's game, blustery and just kind of a raw day, only 47. And yes, 39, a flurry or two on Monday, no big deal. Veterans Day still chilly before we are back into the low 50s this time next week.